Do you know what's so important about the 8th of May 1945?
Ooh, was it when you were born?
I'm a robot, Squirrel. Also, I'm not over 75 years old.
Was it when Al was born?
On the 8th of May 1945, Britain celebrated that the Allied forces had achieved victory in Europe in the Second World War. The whole country had huge parties to celebrate the fact that the war had been won. Even today, people still remember Victory in Europe Day and call it VE Day for short.
Oh, wow! So the war was over?
Well, the fighting was over in Europe. It took a few months for the war to end completely, though. In August 1945, Japan surrendered, and that was pretty much the end then.
Whoa! I bet people had crazy parties. They must have been stoked to know that the Allies had won.
I imagine they were. People had street parties with lots of food and dancing and music. And huge crowds appeared outside Buckingham Palace to wave at George VI, who was king at the time. Winston Churchill, the Prime Minister, made a special radio broadcast at 3 p.m. to welcome the news.
Gosh, can you imagine, T-Bot? Everybody would have been so happy when they heard what had happened.
The news actually broke the day before. But it was such good news that a bank holiday was declared immediately, so everyone could have the next day off work and school.
The war ended and they had a day off school. That sounds like the best time ever.
You have to remember, Squirrel, that the war had gone on for 6 whole years by this point. Though a lot of people were happy, I imagine some people were just relieved. And some would have taken the time to remember friends and family they'd lost in the fighting. Other people had lost their houses because of bombs, and food rationing had meant that times had been tough.
Oh, of course. Did things get back to normal right away, T-Bot?
Food rationing existed until 1954, when the restrictions on sales of bacon were stopped, and there weren't enough houses for everyone. Also, the war had cost a lot of money, and some kids had missed a lot of school.
Oh no, maybe it never got completely back to normal.
The war definitely changed the world, but the good news was that it did end, and everybody, not just people in Britain, could try to build towards a better, more certain future.
Wow, that's a mad story, T-Bot. I guess we're so lucky that the war ended long before we were born. I can't imagine what it was like to live through the war.
No, me neither, Squirrel. I agree. We're very lucky.
Can we have a street party?
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. What would you like to eat?
Well, jelly, obviously, and cake, and ice cream, and you know those chocolate things with a coconut on them? Well, not those.